Welcome back to the channel, guys. So Fallout 76 had a huge patch today. Well, it wasn't so much huge as much the patch heard around the world, maybe. Anyway, so today they supposedly were fixing the legacies. So this is Tuesday, January 24th. So let's go ahead and check and see if they fixed the legacies with this patch. As you can see, this is a Legacy Gatlin Plasma. It has a 2-star on it instead of 3, and even though it has a 3rd-star effect, which is the 15 faster reload. So the explosive is gone. The other thing they're supposedly getting rid of was the Thirst Zapper bug, where you could hold grenades and infinitely throw, well, hold the Thirst Zapper and infinitely throw grenades that you had equipped. So let's go ahead and just try that. As you can see, I quickly run out of grenades, so that has been fixed. The other thing that we noticed that they did is now gunpowder is called unrefined gunpowder and is now in my junk instead of miscellaneous, and you can now store it in your junk or scrap box if you have a Fallout first. So no longer will be weighing you down, which is always a good development. As with most patches, there's always some unintended side effects. So we've already found a couple bugs. We found them very quickly as we run ultrasight Gatlin lasers. So let me just go to my ultrasight Gatlin laser real quick. 2-star. It's not the best Gatlin laser, but it is a Gatlin laser. So as you can see, it's a 3-star. It does not have explosive on it. It was not previously a legacy. It's not the best. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead. It says that has 500 bullets. As you can see, some crazy stuff's happening. So let's just watch those bullets again. So 500, right down to 29 after your first shot. So you get 30 whole shots before you have to change your fusion cores now. There you go. So then we were like, well, what else did it affect? So of course we went over to Gatlin Plasma. So here is my legacy, previous legacy. It says it has 310 bullets. Quickly goes down to 6. Let's let it reload here. It says 310, not 350. And quickly just goes down to 6 bullets again, it looks like. 302 now. Even though these are full plasma cores. 302, and quickly just goes down to 7. So you kind of get the picture. But then I was like, well, maybe it's just the legacy. So I went ahead and made a Gatlin Plasma. So here is a regular Gatlin Plasma. It has no legendary effects. So it says 350. Do that again. It says 350 again. Quickly goes down to 12 before you run out of ammo. So you go from 350 to 12. So these are no longer working. So that's 2 of the weapons no longer working, regardless if they were legacies or not. So then I was like, well, what other guns were legacies that could have been affected? So then I'm like, the Cryolator. That was one. So let's load this thing up. And this is just a basic Cryolator. And this does not look like it was affected at all. So let's go ahead and try out gas rifle. Load this up. Has 5 bullets. Now it does not look like this has been affected as well. Here, I got a gas minigun. I thought maybe that might be different, so let's see. That does not look like it's been affected at all. Very good. Just flamer. Let's load this thing up, see if it's been affected. It does not look like this has been affected either. Laser pistol or laser rifle. So it's got 30 bullets. And that looks like it's doing just fine. Load it up again. So that one also looks to be okay. Tesla rifle. Load this bad boy up. And it looks like it's also doing just fine. So it looks like so far the only guns that were affected was the wonderful Gatlin plasma and the Gatlin laser. But then I was like, well, maybe the pepper shaker, because, yeah, I remember the pepper shaker was also a rare legacy where some people had explosives on it. So let's go ahead and test this out. Let's make sure it's fully loaded here. So it's got 50. And that does not look like it's been affected at all. Alright guys, so there's some of the unintended consequences. One other thing we happen to notice that's actually of note is that now the casual teams or create new teams, all of them do not have player names. So this is going to really stink if you're playing and you're trying to, like if you're a low level character and you're trying to get somewhere on the board and you don't know the location and you're like, oh, Tim over here is close to White Springs. So then you go and find Tim, you join his team, therefore traveling near White Springs, and then you can learn White Springs without having to, walk 10,000 miles. So that's one of the other unintended consequences so far. The other thing is every once in a while it'll kick you out of the team, like slowly the teammates will drop off, and then you go and check and it says that you're offline. Not sure why that's happening, but those are the updates and unintended consequences. Alright guys, have a great day.